costs to find adequate housing.
That's exactly right. And one of the more interesting stories that we tell in the book is Detroit, Michigan, which is the most impoverished city in the United States, has far lower rates of homelessness than very affluent communities like Seattle and San Francisco. And the reason for that is that housing is relatively affordable in Detroit as compared to other places.
So, you've been confronting this data for a while now. Where are you left in terms of the areas that are most ripe for making policy changes that would help this? Is it making it easier to build, relaxing zoning rules and other rules like that?
There's a couple levers that we could pull. One is certainly a regulatory lever, which is we need to think about our land use. And in many of our cities, we have to confront the fact that we've had relatively exclusionary land use in the sense that we've only allowed single-family housing on many of the residential parcels in our cities. And that's going to have to change. Our cities are going to have to be denser. We're going to need to go up. We're going to have more people living on each parcel in order to accommodate all the people who are in these cities. We also have to confront the fact that there's a significant segment of the population who will not be able to afford market rate housing. As a society, to date, we've kind of said, well, that's tough. We're going to let the market figure this out because we have such a small program that provides housing to low-income households. And so we need to confront at the federal, state, and local level, how are we going to ensure that there's housing that people can access? And either that is giving people subsidies or it is subsidizing housing that's affordable for people with lower incomes. And the scary thing about that is that's an expensive endeavor because housing is expensive to construct and it costs a lot every month. And so that's a reckoning that we as a nation are going to confront. And to date, we haven't done a very good job of that.
Greg Colburn is an assistant professor at the University of Washington's College of Built Environments and co-author, along with Clayton Page Eldern, of the book Homelessness is a Housing Problem, How Structural Factors Explain U.S. Patterns. Professor, thank you.
Thanks for having me, David.
Our series is called Finding Your Place, New Thinking for People with Nowhere to Live. Also, today, we'll look at the Biden administration's plan to end homelessness. That's the stated goal. Stream it on demand from marketplace.org if you missed that piece on the air today. Our producers are James Graham, Ollie Dalbertanson, Ariana Rosas, Alex Schroeder, and Erica Soderstrom. Our senior producer is Meredith Gerritsen-Morby. In Los Angeles, I'm David Brancaccio with the Marketplace Morning Report. From APM, American Public Media.